We're also tracking breaking news here at home, and Bloomberg's reporting that hit just moments ago that Apple is in early settlement talks with the DOJ to settle a 2024 antitrust lawsuit. For more, we turn now to Mark Gurman, our Apple guru, and one of the bylines on this story for more. So, Mark, walk us through what this suit was about, how Apple may have already tried to address it, and what the settlement could look like.
Yeah, so Apple was sued by the DOJ in 2024. The Biden administration at the time was going after all the big tech companies, Meta, everyone got swooped up in this. Apple antitrust violations related to a few things. One was the NFC chip, that's the payment chip inside the iPhone. The DOJ wanted that opened up for any iPhone app, wallet app, finance app to be able to use that chip, not only Apple Pay. Cloud streaming apps were banned, so streaming games over the cloud, the file not being installed on the phone itself. A few other factors related to super apps, so being able to build something like WeChat in the United States. They wanted more interoperability between third-party smartwatches and the iPhone to get some of the same tech you could use with an Apple Watch. Over the past 2 years, Apple has gone line by line, and it has resolved all of those complaints. And so now it wants to settle with the DOJ. And a settlement would look like Apple probably paying some sort of fine, combined with what Apple already did to even the playing field for consumers and rivals.
Just like a rounding error for Apple. I mean, the stock's down 1%. Nobody seems too worried about this on the day that, at least for a moment, topped NVIDIA as the world's largest company.
Yeah, I don't think investors have really cared about this lawsuit from the beginning. I'll be honest with you, it was kind of frivolous, given that 3/5 of the lawsuit was actually about things that Apple had already resolved by the time the lawsuit was filed. Since that happened, they've knocked out the other 2 over the past 2 years. And I'm referring to the 5 items that I listed out in terms of the main bullets as to why the DOJ was filing this suit.
What do you make of the stock recently, Mark? It's not often we get Gurman on the air here. This is like a celebrity journalist who breaks news in his sleep. The fact of the matter is this company has been rewarded for not jumping into the pool and overspending on AI. At one point, people thought it had been left behind. Now it's being rewarded for not taking part?
They're being rewarded for falling bleep backwards into not spending on AI. They've completely failed in artificial intelligence. They're only starting to pick up the pieces. I think there's a lot of optimism on the stock because we've been talking about this major new product portfolio that's coming. Got a foldable iPhone, new home devices, new AI wearables, and I think there's a lot of excitement about what's to come hardware-wise. Remember, 80% of Apple revenue comes from the products, the devices that you can buy, and there's a lot to love about the upcoming stuff.
Well, and of course, the purchase price of those devices is going to be higher because of the memory chip shortage. Right, Mark? Is there any indication that they're going to be able to backtrack on that, or is Apple simply not able to get what it needs cheaply enough at this point?
Yeah, the ship has sailed. Prices are not coming back down, even if the memory situation is resolved. They're going to get some pressure relief on that by moving to memory chips for China-sold phones in all likelihood from 2 of the Chinese memory suppliers. Apple has been trying to get sort of a quasi-blessing for the Trump administration on that. I think they're good to go there, so they're testing that. We'll see if it ends up happening. The other factor here is that the products are going to get better. And the other thing to keep in mind is the consumer of iPhones, I don't really know that they care that the price is going to go up a couple $100 in September. They'll pay on installments. They'll figure it out. It's a very...
As long as the camera's better, right?
Well, the camera, but also you got the foldable coming. That's pretty exciting.